came to party, party. Famous boys came to party, party.
Hello, I'm Chris Flo, CEO of C-Flow Enterprises, choreographer and artist developer of the Famous Boyzz. Yo, I got the Famous Boyzz with me. Yo, Famous Boyzz, make some noise.
What's up?
Yo, Famous Boyzz came up with this hot new single called Traffic Light. And not only did they came up with a single, we all together came up with a hot new line dance called
Traffic Light.
Yes, and I'm telling you, this dance is going worldwide. Anybody and everybody can do this dance. I'm telling you, we're gonna show you how to do it. Yo, we're finna break down the Traffic Light. It's a two-part dance. You got the first half, you got the second half. And we're gonna break it down by 8 counts, okay? And like I said, it's simple. Anybody can do it. The first step, we call it the two-step. Just a simple, basic two-step. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Simple. You can put your own little feel to it, however you like. I got my Famous Boyzz. We're gonna show you. We're gonna do it probably about twice, just so you can get it. All right? Fellas, you ready?
Nope.
All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. And that's it. Simple two-step. We're going to do it again for you. All right? I want you all to do it with us. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. And I'm pretty sure you see us using our arms, but you can do it however you feel. It could be simple, hands up. Hey, 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 hey. Put your feel with it, all right? Going on to the next step. The second 8 count. You're going to step it out. You're going to step with your left leg, back, right leg, back. Okay, simple. You're going 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And we call this the swerve. You're going to jump to your right, and you're going to swerve back to your left, like you're driving a car. We call it the swerve. We're going to do it twice for you. Second time, I better see you doing it. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and swerve to the right, swerve to the left. That's it. All right, we're going to do it again. How y'all feel?
Good.
All right, let's go. 5, 6, 7, and step with your left, step with your right, swerve to the right, swerve to the right. All right, all right. Doing the first 2 8 counts. Moving on. We're still on the first half of the dance. The third 8 count, we call this the pivot. Okay? This is the traffic light pivot. And when you hear the record, you'll understand what we're talking about. You're going to pivot and you're going to clap. And pivoting is almost like when you play basketball. In other words, you're making us half of a circle with one leg planted. Okay? And what we're doing here, we're putting the left leg down. That's your planted leg. And we're going around 4 counts. 5, 6, just watch me. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Simple pivot, okay? I'm pivoting on my right leg, and I'm coming back around using my left. And those legs are stationary, all right? I got my Famous Boyzz to show me, and like I said, we use the clap. When you hear the record, you'll hear the claps. But you don't have to do that. As long as you're pivoting, you can put your feel with it. All right, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, we're gonna do it again. And you probably see us put a little bounce in it. This record has like a bouncy feel. All right, feel the groove, feel the record, and the song will explain it. We're gonna do it again. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I wanna see y'all doing it, all right? This is the pivot. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That's it. All right. Those are your first 3 8 counts. We still on the first half of the record. The next 8 count, we call this the stop and go. Famous Boyzz, they came up with this name, and it's part of the record. And it's simple. Anybody can do it. It's a regular step going to the right, 2-step going to the left. You're going from 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now the Famous Boyzz, they like to put their little flair with it. They use their right leg, but bring their left leg behind. Almost like the Roger Rabbit, but they're doing the same step that you're doing. The Famous Boyzz way is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You don't have to do it like that. You can just step to the right, step to the left. I got my boys. We're going to do it. Watch. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. We're going to do that again for you. Watch. I'm pretty sure it doesn't look hard, and it's not hard. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7. Going to do that one again. We're going to do it one more time for you. All right? We're going to the right, going to the left. I did it the Famous Boyz way. I'm going to do it the regular way. Famous Boyz, you still do it the way y'all like to do it. Okay? Here we go. Starting with your right leg. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. That's it. Simple. Anybody can do it. Now, we just finished the first half of the traffic light. Now we're about to do the second. All right? Step by step, just like we did the first one. First 8 count of the second part of the traffic light line dance. First 8 count, we're going to clap. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? The next step we call the traffic light skate skip. All right? Right over left, back to first position, left leg out, back to first position, right leg back, back to first position. Now that's double time, and it looks like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time for you. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, I got my Famous Boyz. We're gonna do the first 8 count of the second part, and we're gonna go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right, now that you see that they're changing directions, the traffic light skate skip is going to help you change directions. The dance can go 360, but we're going to show you from left to right, okay? Let's do it again, Famous Boyz. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And we're facing the left, okay? The second 8 count of the second portion of the traffic light line dance, we call it the crossover. They're facing to the left, but I'm gonna face to the front so you can see exactly what I'm doing. First 4 count, first 8 count is right over left, back, right over left again. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? That's the next 8 count. Now I'm going to do it with the Famous Boyz. Fellas, you ready? Yeah. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Crossover. 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, the next 8 count of the second portion of the line dance, we're going to slide to the right, and we're going to slide back to the left. Okay? It's like 5, 6, 7, watch, slide to the right, slide to the left. That's the first 4. The next 8 count, we're going to do the stop and go, what we did on the first portion, which is right, left, right, left, right, left, right. All right? Again, I'm going to show you. We're going to slide to the right, slide to the left, going into the stop and go, which is 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. One more time. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right? Famous Boyz, can you do that with me? Yeah. Let's do it. 5, 6, 7, and slide to the right, slide to the left, stop and go, ho, ho, and one more time, fellas. 5, 6, 7, and slide to the right, slide to the left, stop and go, and ha. And that's the 8 count for that. Now we're about to do the last and final 8 count, okay? We still facing to the left. We're on the right-hand side. We're going back into the stop and go, which is going to take us back to the left, okay? That's the first 8. That's the first 4. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, okay? I'm going to do it again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? Now that I'm here on the 4 count, going into my next 4, which is our last 8, we're doing the traffic light skate skip, which is 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now, like any other line dance, you can face the back, but like I said, since we're teaching you, we're going to face the front again. All right? Famous boys, let's go to our last 8 count. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do that again. All right? Starting from our last 8, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now, that was the last and final 8 count of the traffic light line dance. We're going to play the music, and we're going to put it all together and go from top to bottom. And the people at home, feel free to join us. I'm telling you, anybody can do it.
Woo! Here we go. Let's go.
Now that's the traffic light. Like I said, anybody can do it.
Yeah.